Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching in the world. Sean Driver, the Red Horde, and we're here for the back-to-back-to-back watch-along and potentially the back-to-back-to-back, dare I say it? Do I say the word? I don't know. Brendan here with me, as always, in Massachusetts, sitting in the background. He's going to probably do the Stockport game. I think that's the plan. Brendan, how the hell are you, and how are you feeling walking into the day?
I'm feeling good. You know, I had to get up early, but not Sean Driver early. So
4 o'clock, and it's been a rough start.
I'm ready. I'm ready for a long day here, right? This is just going to be exciting. You know, I'm not going to say even if we lose, but I mean, what you want is the season. You want to be playing for something. You want it to be exciting. You ideally, as long as possible, you want it to be interesting, and it has been. And we're 2 games left in the season, and it's just crazy right now. So, real excited.
Absolutely crazy. I mean, I've woken up, and this club in Wales has made it such that I'm physically not feeling well. Not because I've got a cold or a flu, just because I'm worrying myself. I've gone through permutations and assessments. I've looked up injury reports. I mean, the bottom line for, I think everybody knows this is, but I will say it so that everybody knows, and it will probably be said repeatedly, is we can clinch today and celebrate if, and only if, Wickham drop points in this game. So, it's going to be an interesting one to go through, because if they drop points, we're looking forward, and we've got a whole bunch of things to celebrate. If we lose, the way the permutations work, that Stockport game, although it looks sort of innocuous, becomes fundamentally important, because if Stockport doesn't drop points, then they go into the game next week potentially looking to chase things down. And more importantly, they take away options for us to find a pathway forward. Because if they end up winning, then to beat Wickham, that means they're the team to compete with. And if Wickham beats them, so it's really draws only. So we do have a stake in that one, depending on the outcome of this one. So it's going to be.
And how crazy is it that the 2 teams that will make all the difference in next week's games are playing each other, Stockport and Leighton. So we get to see, if we watch the game after this one, and I do that game, we get to see the team that will be playing and the team that could help us by taking out Wickham.
And not only that, also interestingly enough, at least as it goes for last week and the referee assessments, and I sent the link to you. I don't know if you've had a chance to get it up, but the referees that are involved this week are all referees that we are intimately familiar with recently. Maybe not so much the one that we have, because new referee, not new referee, we saw him back in January, Ben Toner. But for this game, Wycombe and Leyton Orient, it's the exact same referee we had last weekend. Darren Drisdale, the guy who doesn't call any penalties, or doesn't call any fouls, doesn't call any yellow cards, but he might be involved in the red card penalties. I thought he did a good job. Likes himself a physical game, doesn't get involved, set the tone early. That's fine. That's who Leyton Orient and Wickham have. We can draw our conclusions as to reality or not. And the Stockport Lincoln City game, the referee there is Farai Halam. I'm intimately familiar with him because that's the referee, an official that I saw during the game in Huddersfield. So it's the teams are playing each other. The referees are all involved with each other. It's basically like a 4-team party, and only one team is going to go home as belle of the ball. Please be us. Be us today. I don't want to have to worry about things on a go-forward basis. Just going to go check in the chat, and I apologize to everybody for the late start. That's on me. Dave Foster's here. DeAndre's here. W&G checking in with the score updates. It goes. It's all the regulars being coherent. See, that's kind of the scary thing, right? Is I paid to get kicked in the butt and not know what I'm talking about, but make it sound like I know what I'm talking about, which is basically everything I do with the Red Horde.
With only a few minutes left, do you want to? Did you have any prep for this game that you wanted to discuss? Because I do know that there was the potential for 2 Kone and another significant player for Wickham not being in the lineup. Yeah, I have their lineup up from.
And they're both in. I mean, there was chat in the Discord, and do I have that? I think I copied it earlier on. I'll paste it here and see if.
I put up their the post from.
Yeah, I'd like to just connect everybody to the Discord, so I'll put that and pin it later. But the question was whether Scowen number 4 and whether Kone, their leading scorer, top player, all that sort of stuff, were going to be available. And there was rumors to the news that they weren't, and they'd have to be a game time decision. They're playing, and so that was it Bryn who was saying it's all smoke and mirrors? It's the playoffs and nobody's going to get a good injury assessment. It's all the games are afoot. It turns out that that's probably true here. In any event, they're both in the lineup. So we're going to see Wickham put their best foot forward. Are they dinged up and banged up potentially? But I'm sorry, if you can't get up for this one and you can't get into it, then you've got issues. And I want to set the mood here a little bit if I can and turn on a little bit of the red light. Turn that down. There we go. Let's make it a little bit prettier in here. And besides, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't need all the bright lights. One question that I didn't ask and I didn't get to check because it's hotter than a pistol in here is whether that buzz in the background is annoying.
Can't hear it.
If you can hear it, I will turn it off. If not, we're going to continue with it.
Good.
But yes, Kone and Scowen both in. Oh, it is early. I am struggling. The lineup is up. We're here all day. And the math is really, really simple. We need Leyton Orient to keep it even or better. Put the coffee on. It's going to be a day. Dave, you don't have to worry about that. I was contemplating different mugs, and I had to go with Mr. McLean. Just given the last outcome, I was like, I was going to shave. I didn't even shave. I was like, you know what? I'm going to clean myself up, make myself presentable. And I was like,
I did. I put in the effort, Horde. I care.
This was effort, man. Do you know how
we already know what you look like without that, so we're glad that it's there. Believe me.
Oh, thank you. Nervous as kittens. I mean, it's a thing. Like I was struggling to sleep for the last couple of days. I'm walking around. The only thing I can think about is this club. I'm watching the Vancouver Whitecaps beat Inter Miami for a chance to potentially. I mean, they could be in the final of the CONCACAF Champions Cup, and that's crazy to even imagine. But it didn't even register, right? It was a non-starter. This is the only football that matters, and let's just get into it. Kazuma between Wrexham, Real Madrid, and Florida Panthers. It's a long day. I get that. The joy is my team's out of the playoffs. Didn't make it. So, unfortunately, I didn't get to see Edmonton Oilers fans suffer yesterday. For Matt Al, who was donated a shirt from some friends that he has up in Edmonton. That's the only ice hockey stuff that he has. But they pulled out the miraculous what the hell happened yesterday. Anyway, sports all over the place, but the hearts, the minds, the whole thing is right here. And so we will be here all day. And I wanted to take this, invite people, copy this, and I'm going to pin this into the chat so that Jesus Christ. Oh, sorry. Bad language. And we are underway in the Wickham match, and I will get to that in a second. I just really wanted to get this into the bloody chat. Here it is. Dave Foster with the $4 donation to start off the day. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to sit down. Or move my camera up. Am I that close? I will slide back.
Oh my.
And we will get underway in a second. Sorry. There you go. The Discord has been pinned. And I need some audio. 33 seconds in. I'll keep you counted while I do this. Early opportunity header right on target to start things off for Leyton Orient right across the face. If you're in the UK, you got this on Sky. You're in the US, you're on Paramount. If you're anywhere else, you're paying money. to Wickham or to Leyton Orient if you want to. And there's a lot of teams I don't like, and the teams around us, when you compete with them, I end up not liking them even more. But with Wickham, and maybe that's a byproduct of what happened when we were there in Wickham, but I got no ill. So I keep throwing my cash at them, and that's just where it's at. So
call out a time for me, would you?
All right. Doing all of the setup as we go. There we go. Leyton Orient. Brief little attacking spell. We are 1 minute 40 seconds in, 1 minute 45 seconds in, starting right now. See Sam Cruz. G's here. Come on, Orient. We're all diving in on this one as we're warming up for the game. 5:30 start in Wales as Leyton Orient grabs it 25 yards out, and they're going to move the ball forward. Long shot, easily collected by Norris. 2 shots on goal. None of them, the header probably could have been a better opportunity. The one that was 30 seconds in, it was just right to the keeper. This one from about 23 yards in just skips 2-3 times on net on what is a glorious sunshiny day. And I wonder if they've got the snipers up on the hill. I joke, but they had police standing on the one side of the hill the whole time. And I was like, is that crowd control? Like, talk about a great gig to have. Just go and stand in the field and watch a football game from a distance on the hill overlooking the stadium. My girlfriend and her adult son are a recent converse to Wrexham. She asked if I was getting up at 5:30 to watch Brexit. Well, the only other exciting news that chops up this weekend and next weekend is the outcome of the Canadian election that's boiling down here. That happens on Monday. Andrea Kingy, thanks for joining. If you're watching, wherever you're watching, Twitch or here, join this. Get involved in this in the chat. You got to hit the join button to do that, and at least subscribe to the channel. As we've got a long throw in by Leighton here. That was Williams with the tight hair for Leighton, and it's foul committed. Wickham's going to grab it and leave it with Norris, and they're going to get underway. 3 minutes, 30 seconds, and continuing to run. 5:30 a.m. I get that pain. That's my level of pain. Is it's up to Coney, 22 yards out, and did he say a handball? Offside.
Oh, I didn't realize Woody's from Alberta.
Alberta.
That election of yours, if Pierre doesn't win, Alberta's destined to be the 51st state.
Oh, so right.
The U.S. is watching intently. We're going to pick up Alberta and then Saskatchewan a year later.
Yeah, something like that. Until they try it. and then they realize how expensive it is and how long the process is. But you know what? It's Western frustration in Canada is not a rare thing. And
if it wasn't for Vancouver, BC would be talking the same stuff.
Vancouver's like its own little island that's different than the rest of the West. It's a weird dichotomy that happens. But I grew up in Saskatchewan. I understand the frustration. But it'll be interesting to see what ends up happening. It's too early.
I know. I'm trying to wind them up early. I got to pace. I got to put the brakes on. I can't get them all riled up.
I'm curious as to why you say the ideal score here is 1-0 to Leighton. I mean, the ideal score would probably be 99-0.
No, yeah, we want more than 1-0 because the tiebreakers could come into play here. We need a couple of goals ideally.
Absolutely 100% is anticipated. Well, I mean, it's interesting. If it comes into play, where it really troubles us more than anything else is if Wickham's able to, or Wickham doesn't win here, and in fact they lose, they end up even with the Stockport team that wins, because then their goals for goal difference. Oh, opportunity right there is right across the face, a goal for Wickham. Oh, pushed right over top of the net by Kone, right in front of the net. That was Udo right across in the 6-yard box, and Kone taking a stab at it, but it goes straight up over. Because if Stockport and Wickham are tied on points, then because they play each other, if the goal differential has to be decided before that game, because one of them is going to gain and the other one lose in a win. So it doesn't matter. We're cheering for a draw then, and it eliminates a whole bunch of opportunities if we end up relying on it. So a big loss for Wickham, a big win for us. I mean, that's magic if we're not able to take care of things. So it's going to be a thing. Come on, Leighton, handle your business. I need to make T-shirts with Deandra's name or face on them, and like a caricature cartoon or a drawing, and it says just handle your business. Leighton handed into the area, collected by Norris. So Williams has been the name and the most obvious player for Leighton early on. Kone as expected for Leighton. 7-minute mark coming up here, and Leighton's going to maintain possession over on the right-hand side and draw it back through Grimmer. Swung back to Norris, and possession is a thing. Oh, no, you don't. You absolutely. What if I promised to do it tastefully? And all proceeds go to the Deandra Can Fly to Wrexham fund. I don't know.
We need something that's more animated, almost like a bobblehead.
Deandra bobblehead doll. You can get custom bobblehead dolls. They ain't cheap, though. That's the only kicker. But if there's enough interest.
Now, my favorite move of Deandra is when the Wrexham women score and her hands fly up and she has a dance, and it reminds me of those inflatables at the car sales place, right? It's like whipping around.
And Deandra, I never connected with you. Do you want to do a watch along of my blind date that made UK television and has over 500,000 views and 1,200 comments on? Because we can set that up. I'm down for embarrassing myself. I put it out there in the universe. It exists already. Might as well do it as a thing. Wickham with it, advancing it forward, 40 yards out, turnover, spun the other way, and here comes Leighton running forward. Adji, right-hand side, into the box, into the area, scooped up, knocked away, and cleared. Bradley. Over, Wickham, shoulder to shoulder, spun out. They say corner. No, he saved it in time, and so Wickham's going to look to try to cross here. Burnley, as we're getting championship scores. Deandra's in. So we'll wait until the postseason, and we start to get itchy and twitchy that we don't have enough Wrexham in our lives. We'll set something up and we can all get back together, which is why I put the Discord there, is join it, because there's chat that's starting to pick up and things are flowing there. Oh, into the area for Wickham's right footer, up over top.
Oh, there's another thing. We can talk about it a couple times today, but TNS. I'm probably going to be watching it, so I would do streams if anyone wants to chime in and watch TNS Wrexham play in that.
And that's in June,
tourney.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
and they've got the Hong Kong one going on too with the women.
Yeah. So, and if you're not down, Sean, and some other Red Hoarders want to join in, Dave Foster said he might be able to make a game or two. So. Yeah,
we can figure out.
We can, just kind of wing those ones a little bit more, but those 100%. Are in a couple of weeks.
100%. Start playing BTO, taking care of business. Good old Canadian band there. A draw here is all we need. All we need, but I want better. As there's going to be a corner here for Leighton. It's going to be on the right side, left-footed in swinger, TST. Yeah, you went TNS. Isn't that the New Saints? TST, Dave Foster corrected. You're assuming that we win, and I don't want to take assumptions on anything. And because of the whole, if we end up losing that one, we're really going to be looking at goal advantage. I want this Leyton Orient corner to go in right now. Left-footed in swinger, too close to net. Yeah, punched away by Norris. As soon as that came off of his foot, you were like, that is one of the worst corners I've seen of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, just blasted.
Can we have something cool like that little penalty box right there? I mean, is that like one of the coolest things, like to be able to sit right there on the field?
Oh, like over in the corner you were saying? Where that
Yeah,
Leyton
they
Orient
have
fans were?
a little family has their own little, it's this.
Pitch side box?
Yeah, they got their own little penalty box area, like, and they're, can you imagine being right, there while James McLean's landing it up and giving it to the fans, like if we were in the same spot?
They're doing that more and more. I mean, you've been to BC Place when Wrexham played Vancouver here, and they played the messy Inter Miami game on Thursday at BC Place. And I haven't seen anybody but staff standing on the pitch unless it was to walk to one of the pubs that's under the stadium that you didn't get to see because they weren't open. But when Vancouver scored to make it 2-0, they ran over and there was a whole family of 25, 30 friends and family all sitting sort of in a similar thing at BC Place. And so it seems to be an aspect of the game they're picking it up. I'm hearing a lot of predictions for Wrexham, and all I'm hearing is 1-0 Wrexham or 1-1. Well, we don't like the latter. Take a position. Is Strange, are you Aaron? I believe it's Aaron. The name change about a month ago, and every time I see, I go, that's Aaron. No, it's not. Yes, it is. In any event, we are running forward here. Williams draws it back for Leyton Orient. The O's. All the way back, they're going to do a center back kickabout, but the press is pushing them under, and Kone just turned around to go and run. I don't think he knew that the defender was there. Back pass from the right back, and Kone just turns around to go and chase the ball, not recognizing that a defender was right there, smashed right into him. Beckles. Two big bodies collide full pace. That's one of the best collisions we've had of the year. Jinping's doctor. I'm off to bed early and we'll set the alarm for the Wrexham game. Go Leighton. All right. The other thing, in unnecessarily angry Sean news, the Leyton Orient Twitter this morning peeved me because it said, here's our lineup for our 6-pointer against Wickham. It's not a 6-pointer against Wickham. You can't catch Wickham. It's an important game. It's the battle for the playoffs with Reading, who's playing at the same time. But to call it a 6-pointer, I was like, know your football, Leyton Orient. God. I was too lazy to make a second account. Oh, you said who you were, and now I got to scroll up to get it. Welcome, Reese, to the madness. Why can't I see anything? I might actually have to bring for the first time up in a while. The chat's so active, and I didn't expect this for the early game. If this is
we have 75, between 75 and 100 people here.
Yeah, this is nuts. I'm going to have to bring up the chat here just so I can follow along on what's happening because the screen, she is a moving. Kazuma signs up as a sponsor. Thank you for that. Udo with it. Up forward, left side area, and banged off. I think that should be a Wickham throw-in. It's being contested by Leighton, but that was a pretty straight bang off the legs, and away it went. Right? I think that's the message that has to go out there from Travis. Man, why is my screen so... My Wrexham addiction has gone up next level, up at 4:15 to watch this game. That's how I was feeling. The whole, yesterday, I was walking around, I was nervous, edgy. Said to my wife, I don't know what the hell's going on with this whole football thing because it really bothered me. And she was like, I said, did you ever think that you would end up, when you married me, having a guy who fell in love with football and would be up all the time talking football and figuring it out? And she goes, no, I didn't. That's one of the reasons I married you. I'm disappointed. So, needs more likes and subscribers. Leyton Orient outside the box, inside the area, just drawn back there by Agi. I believe this is Brown. Scoops it forwards, hammered away by Bradley. Not far enough, 25 yards in, put back into the box. Too many blue jerseys. Not enough red. Williams, left-hand side. Around, man, the center backs are really high here. Moves all the way over. How are the women doing? Not kept up too much with them. Well, they've got a big one tomorrow.
Yep. Brute Trophy
Chance for hardware.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, the championship tomorrow.
Yeah, so I mean, they came up, their season goes like this. Absolute garbage out of the gates. Figured it out and started to build, just on fire at the end of the season to rescue themselves from having to be in the bottom four and play sort of in the relegation competition, even though relegation not at play. Nice little play there by Williams. He's impressed me, this number 9, and he gets pushed in the back, and there's a foul. Impressive on the left-hand side is Randall Williams. Going back to the women, so they've got their Cardiff again, who they've beaten twice now at a neutral location. They're at Newport, right? At Rodney Parade.
Yes, Newport's correct.
Yeah, and so they're Chance at Hardware, but they went screamed their way into the top 4, and then sort of had a good cup run, and then the last couple of games, would you call them somewhat a little bit disappointing, but still a successful, if not amazing season, I think is how you would qualify the women.
Yeah, definitely a lot of momentum going into next year from where they were.
Yeah, it's women playing the Welsh Cup final. Cardiff live tomorrow, 5:30 BST on YouTube, and Deandra will be here as well, so you can, and with Brandon to soak that one in tomorrow. I hope I am too, but school and all that sort of stuff, and well, I say school because my son's switching schools on Monday. Tried to get into a school for a year, and then 2 months before the school ends, and they're like, "We've got a spot, take it now." And we're like, "What?" Okay. Did he get a card? Did Kone get a card there?
Yeah.
Kone coming across. Challenge, he's getting talked. Claire is giving him a shove. There's everybody kind of giving Kone a push here, getting into his ears.
They just yelled at him for the last thing he did with the high elbow on the defender too.
Remember, this is the same official that we had last time, and he's okay with letting a physical. Yeah. Did he leave the arm in there a little bit? Maybe. Big deal? Probably not. So Ava Suckley on.
No, he got him clean with the elbow to the head.
I don't remember my goals as I score so many. Love it. Love it. 19 minutes coming up here. A bit of a slow start. These two playing it on the deck, that's going to be far different from the Charlton Wrexham game. It's going to be look like a tennis match or a ping pong match at times, I'm pretty sure. Lots of aerial duels. The two teams that lead the league in aerial duels, Charlton Athletic and Wrexham, heading into the box, knocked down, opportunities, couldn't get enough onto it, and it's cleared by Wickham. Udo does get in control. He's got men in support running, gets it out wide. Well done and well read by Galbraith of Leyton Orient, all the way out there. The O's defender on the right side saw that there was only one option, and that was a pass into open space from Udo trying to hit a streaking player forward. And so he peeled out early and got over there and was able to intercept it. Well done there. QPR losing to Burnley 2-0. That's one thing I'm going to try not do, is look at the championship table. 20 minutes in. This outcome would suffice, but I would love to see the O's put about 9 past Norris. Not being greedy or anything. Leighton with control. The press is high and it is vigorous, and so the ball goes all the way back to Keeley, who thumps it down the pitch. Keeley, I never checked the name. That doesn't ring the bell for this regular normal starter for Leyton Orient. Keeley. "21-year-old Irish." Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell.
Wow.
At least for
96 people here. hours.
Welcome to everybody. Like button down below. Let the football gods and the algorithm know that we're here. Get involved in the chat by subscribing. And have a little fun as we take this one in, hoping for this outcome or better to stay Donnelly with it for Leyton Orient, kicks it back. The one thing I don't have to worry about the color commentary. I don't think there's too many relying on me for the audio. It's on Sky, it's on here, it's on iManage, it's on Paramount Plus. Beckles over to the right-hand side. Is that Galbraith sliding forward? It is. He's got Ajay ahead of him. He's going to curl it back, punch it into the middle of the pitch. Claire moves it over. Ajay not able to win the battle, but it is stolen back. Brown, lots of the high press and the defense is solid, to be fair, on both teams. This is nothing in the final thirds. It's a box-to-box battle. Thomas, I need 4 computer screens. Yes, and a stiff drink. Oh, I can't even say the C word? So far, I'm going to be relying on you for the Charlton game. Bless, eye follows heart. Oh, I got it. I got it. Norris standing over the ball, not wearing his cap today, staring into the sun. Might be high enough. It's not a worry. Long ball down the right-hand side. Headed out. Free giveaway. Come on, you O's. Sean's beautiful face brought to you by Ultimate Promotions. Opportunity here. Leyton Orient into the box, and it just bounces away, and it's controlled and knocked out. Grimmer, and that's going to be a long throw in, which could be. Give us your commentary. I'm blind here. Okay, I got it. Going to be a long throw, and they've got Williams. He's a tozer specialist, so a long ball. But Ultimate Promotions, if you're looking for pins, you're looking for badges, you're looking for amazing plays like this, all the way into the area, and then headed down. Leyton Orient's collect 18 yards out, and flop. Doesn't get it. It's delivered back into the box. That's one player working hard in Brown to try to secure things, and another one desperately trying to get a foul around the edge of the area. Delivery hits the player in the legs, and it's going to go forward, and Wickham's going to grab control. Can't see it on UK Sky. Interesting. I thought it was on the UK Sky, but are they showing the ding game? Nobody has the advantage in this one. Brendan, would you agree this is 50-50, just muck in the middle of the pitch?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that Wickham haven't had anything close to a chance, and Lincoln has. So I would give a slight tilt to Lincoln. Leighton. But
I'm going to do the same thing with Leighton and Lincoln being the other 2 teams.
Well, I have Lincoln's page up because I'm trying to sign up through them instead of Stockport for the second game. That's why I'm messing stuff up. But no, I would give a slight advantage to Leighton here. We've been in the last third more with Leighton having opportunities than Wickham. So, but not by a lot. I think you're right.
I like how you have adopted the pronoun use of we too in matches that are important. We all become fans of the team that's beaten the team that we need to. Our enemies.
Yeah.
Tough foul, by the way, in the corner of the area. But this is Darren Drysdale, remember, from our last game against Blackpool. He's comfortable with it being physical. And so the Wickham players, our Wickham announcers saying in my ear, well, that was clearly a foul. No foul given. And so it just gets cleared easily. And now, we've got a throw in near side. Grimmer, his own side of half. Bristol Rovers game is the only one on Sky. Well, isn't that garbage? Well, I will provide as more color than as Norris grabs it and pumps it down the field. Norwich and Cardiff before Lincoln and Wrexham. Yeah, I can certainly do that. Taylor drawn in. Is he given that one? See, another one. This is where the players have to know the officials. That was Ajay cutting towards the box, gets to the 18 yards, thinks he's got contact, not much in it, hits the deck like he looked like he got shot here. Oh, sniper got him. And Darren Drysdale just says, nope, nothing in it.
Did
Yeah,
kick his
Brendan,
foot.
he'll just have to let me know whether he's available to do the Norwich Cardiff one. Potentially interesting, just because Cardiff is in the midst of a fight to stay up, and so I can do that one alone. I can do that with Brendan, either or. I just hate dumping on you, Brendan.
Yeah, unfortunately, my son's playing for a high school state title next Saturday, so I'm going to miss maybe even the whole Lincoln game.
All right. I will set myself up as best as I can without all the sound effects to runner myself. Wouldn't it just be nice, Dandra, if we can go through the whole day where they score when we want to, and we just sit here smiling and having a chat about, how many Daves are in the chat. Leyton Orient, a little bit more pressure here, and it deflects off, and so we're going to get a throw in from about 3 yards out. This will bring in Williams again, who will do his Tozer bomb. Man, why did my coffee get cold so soon? It's 26 minutes, coming up to 27 minutes here. Long throw into the area, bodies everywhere, headed towards goal, but just kind of up looping header and easily collected by Norris, who's going to punch it out to the left-hand side. And, oh, that's a tough one. Hands to the pocket. Yellow. Late challenge. That's one of those tackles, like he likes it rough, does the official, but not that rough. Right? Just give me all the magic. Just the constant build. Is that Mr. Jason Smith live from Wrexham? Off to the man's going for a much needed pint to calm my nerves. We'll pop back later and see the reality for Jason too, being over there in Wrexham. For me, we just woke up to this and we're going to build into the nerves as we go through the day. He's already been up for 9-10 hours, and that whole wait until the afternoon is painful. Painful. I didn't like it. Holy Burnley dropping the QB. I won't even call it anything other. It's not going to be a long throw. Every time I run into it, it's just going to be a Tozer bomb. From here into perpetuity, when we're sitting here old and gray in our retirement homes, and I've got a YouTube set up with all my IVs attached, and we're still watching this stuff, I'm still going to be calling it a Tozer bomb. Jeez, Burnley, leave some goals for the rest of us. We've got a break in the action. The replay looks harsher, says the Wickham announcer, saying maybe it should be more than a yellow. We still have the Wickham player on the ground. If it would have been another official other than Darren Drysdale, I would have gone potential red. But it's one of those ones where we've seen this for 90 minutes plus last weekend, and I was like, tough challenge. But that's going to be a yellow in his universe. Old-time football. Can't tell out Eddie Shore, though. Gordie Howe. No, that doesn't work either. So the clock ticks, 29 and a half minutes. I may or may not have a voice afterwards. I didn't after Blackpool away. Jason, it's a thing, right? Sitting there with what was the chant that was working in Blackpool? Was it Red and White Army? Red and White Army. Was that what it was? Because that's the one that 12, 14 minutes. I've never tried to scream for 12 minutes straight in my life. And what I think is if football doesn't work and they're looking for a new industry to get into for Wrexham, it should be as 1-900 operators, because that raspy sort of voice that you kind of get, that everybody's got it. I don't know how people work on the Mondays following or the Wednesdays, Tuesday night game. You know what? I will take no goals and not be greedy, but I am greedy. I would like to see just break them. Not because I hate Wickham, just because I really want to be able to take care of things. But if we don't, I want to have best foot forward going forward. If it stays 0-0, I'll take 0-0 if you can promise me that Stockport drops points. How's that? If you can do that, then we're fine and clear. But what I don't want is 0-0 and then Stockport win and then we don't clinch, because then it gets really ugly. Really, really ugly. There, that works. I'll take that. A 5-0 win over Charlton is equally as effective. Back underway, long ball, and Grimmer, I don't know what that was. There was nobody up there. I don't think he would. Like, what were you doing? He's 24 yards away. There's no blue jersey into the box, and he delivers a firm pass that misses the goal. Because it wasn't a shot. I don't know if he thought he could get more into it. That's why right backs are right backs, I guess, and not forwards. That's a big one. Doncaster, and to be fair, I haven't looked at the League Two table, but I'd be interested in doing that. I hate the Chickens. Hate them. Most annoying fans. You know what? Even more annoying than Peterborough fans, and that's saying something. And so I just don't want them to have any success ever. Ever. I should probably look as it bounces out and Leighton's going to get a throw in at the halfway line. I'm going to move this over. League Two table, because that's all a battle. Really, the question there is what's Walsall going to do? Because those three teams, Doncaster, Port Vale, Bradford, are going to take it unless Walsall's able to figure it out. And so Walsall sitting at 74 points has Accrington Stanley today at the bottom of the table, trying to get back in. So the Donny Bradford game is important because if Donny's able to keep Bradford at 76 points, Walsall's going to be able to sneak up over top of them with one game left. Put Bradford into, and I'm not even going to say the second part of the name, put Bradford into the freaking playoffs and then let them suffer. Let Notts County knock them out in Wembley. Let them come up. Or Grimsby. I'll take that too. Anyway, 33 minutes. Ball's all the way back. Keeley advances it forward. Leighton's starting to get a little bit more of a fitting into this one. Just not able to sniff it forward. And as I say that, Keeley kind of puts towards a scary pass, but it's able to get through. And it's Donnelly now for Leighton. Through the middle of the pitch, easily intercepted. And here comes Wickham on their side of half, 4 blue jerseys forward, still looking through the middle of the pitch. 20 yards out. Oh, he pushed the ball a little bit too far forward. Was that Udo? Just pushed it a little bit too far forward and he couldn't get to it. Otherwise, he would have had a lane and an opportunity. Thanks, Bruce. That's exactly where we're at. A win, get promoted, get to championship, have some fun. More who are you things. That's the only downside is, well, how did that guy go down in the box? Battle in the middle of the pitch. Williams stands up. Onyedima points to the flag, and Kone is still down in the box. Battle Onyedima for Wickham in a battle with Williams. Williams has him by the back of the shorts, and Williams puts his arm around his neck. To be fair, I think Williams probably deserved the foul, not Onyedima, as he blocks him out. But while he's blocking him out, he does the old reach around, grabs the shorts. The table is crazy. Isn't that the fun part, though? They say it's fun. For those of us who aren't sleeping, though. Scowen, he's up. Or a draw works too, Jennifer. The reason why you would be hoping for a Leighton win is only in the circumstances where if Wrexham don't clinch, because we'd still have to win. So to be fair, there's 2 variables that you need. A Wickham draw or loss combined with a Wrexham win. So a draw is sufficient, but Lowry in for Scowen is Scowen, interestingly. So that's the Wickham substitution. Scowen out with an injury. Sweep the leg, so that's a change in their midfield. So again, Wickham loss or draw and a Wrexham win gets us in. But if there's a Wickham loss or draw and Wrexham do not win, we need to get some goal advantage, some goal differential advantage, because that could potentially bring Stockport into the mix. depending on their outcome. And we could end up in a three-way battle where Stockport could beat Wickham, or Wickham could beat Stockport, and they're guaranteed 3 points. And so we need a goal differential advantage. And so it does matter. That was not a reach around. That was something totally different. What would you call that? You can give it the title. 7 shots to 3, 2 shots on target, 6 touches in the box to 4, and 52% possession. Leighton leading in all of the stats, but still sitting here 0-0, 36 minutes in, as we've got Williams, by far the best player today on the pitch. And there's a scoop. That was a good ball, but Wickham able to get there. We've got a head collision and a foul going the other way. No cards. And Grimmer taking out Wickham one at a time. Are the Leyton Orients? The Leyton Orients? It is Leyton Orient. Was drifting off when Sean calls out the old reach around. What the hell is happening in this match? Lifetime ban or points deduction. W and G.
Oh, he did get a head to the side of the head. I thought he was acting.
Yeah, no. I thought that one was legitimate, but that's why I was like, we're sweeping legs, we're smashing in the face, and I say we, Leyton Orient, because that's who we're cheering for at the moment, not because it's my club. They always say that, Woody. It has to come out because the league has to look by pursuant to the regulations that they're taking all steps to ensure that there are no pitch invasions. Do you think the stewards are going to hold up the mob if it happens? When it happens, right? When it happens. 100 people watching already. Like, subscribe. Welcome to the party. Wickham with it, drawing it back 32, 35 yards out. Grimmer back off of his backside from the head injury. Scoops it in, cleared away. Leighton trying to break here, but it goes out too far wide, and it's going to be collected just easily, and that should be Udo over on the left-hand side. Wickham starting to look a little bit more spry, but still dying at about, the 20-yard area. Just nothing no sniff really around the box. And that's just of the Davids. Iran, Ashkan, welcome. Push forward. The best part about this global phenomenon that is Wrexham is just running into people who from all over the globe, literally, 52% from North America, but there are fans in Oz and the Middle East and in not so much, I would suggest, in Asia. And what I mean by Asia is Southeast Asia. Wickham with it. Udo through the middle of the pitch. He's going to move it over. A little bit of space there, but intercept it and punch the other way, but Grimmer's going to be able to collect it. I'm like, who's the Lowry is the name of the substitute that came in for Scowen. He's playing on the right side of their midfield, and it's a long ball by Leighton. Collected at midfield now and jumped up over onto the right-hand side. Leyton Orient looking to advance forward. 39 and a half minutes played, and Galbraith all the way forward. Can he get around his man? Should be a corner. Oh, goal kick. Taylor gone down. They're taking one at a time. One at a time. Now it's Taylor down. So Scowen came out with an injury. Grimmer's got bashed up in the head. Taylor got swept out by the legs. Leyton Orient's like, hey, if this guy's going to allow it to be old-time football, let's get into it. Creso. It always sounds weird, by the way, when you hear it screamed at you the first time. That's offside. No. Kone in the box area. Lost control. Left footers. Skies it. It's good. Field goal. 3 points. Oh, really? Scott asking, are you the Iranian who is a member of the Wrexham Supporters Trust? That's fascinating. That's something that we should get into. I should jump in on that one. Only 4 days in the chat right now. That's it. And hi, Scott. How are you, by the way? I met a Sherpa near Mount Everest. He said they watch Wrexham highlights of how to successfully climb a mountain. I was with you wondering if that was true until we got to the end and then went, all right. Well put, Ben. Back underway. Norris tried a soft little test on the left-hand side. It came back to him, and here's a long ball over to Williams. Scooped forward. Oh, tried to flick it on there. Was that Claire? Didn't work in any event, and Wickham loses control. It's just battle in the midfield, intercept, a bit of a shove in the box. Williams grabs it, long throw, early, well read by Wickham, and so that long throw by Williams doesn't advance forward, but he's able to go up, help, and recollect. Donnelly, right up against the touchline, puts it forward. Wickham's going to get control here. Come on! I'm a quarter of a quartet. Wickham not connecting. We're getting close to halfway here in what is an acceptable but not amazing result. And we'll take acceptable. Do you think the Dragons on Leighton's badge intimidate Wickham because of us? Maybe. Maybe. The O's. A disappointing name. Like the Baltimore Orioles being called the O's makes sense, but Leyton Orient. I don't know. Long kick. Norris restart. Headed up in the air by Leyton Orient. We're going to play ping pong across the middle of the pitch, and looks like Wickham's going to get control. Swipe in the back of the head with the elbows up. No foul. I love this official. You know what? I love this official especially because there's one team taking advantage of it. Right now, Leighton looks like the Boston Bruins of football. Chippy, physical, full contact, and Leyton Orient looks like the Edmonton Oilers, all flash and no substance. Mongolia! Add that one to the list. I would absolutely looking for friends here in Southeast Asia, but not too seriously. Might go to Melbourne. It's one of those things. Dan, just having a freak out. What? Wyverns, not dragons. I haven't looked at their tail. You want to become a member of the Supporters Trust? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, we can do that. I mean, the other option that we were doing is I was thinking of doing trying to find out how much it is to sponsor a jersey if Wrexham actually does it this year. I know that was one of the things that Welsh Techie was trying to figure out is how do you get into a sponsorship so that we can throw more money at the club? We'll give you money. Hey, Astro, massive day. And this is what I love. The people who are, I'm not even going to pronounce that. It's going to be the BW that throws me off. Bitchquin? It's the best village. Almost sounds like it's a naughty word. Williams, 18-yard looking, scoops and it gets blocked, and he's going to have to take that and do the Tozer bomb from about 8 yards away. But I appreciate that. A massive day. It is a massive day for the town. It's a massive day for the town, for all of the fans all around the world, for every. It's just today's big. Today's big. I can't stand the suspense. I need to go and do something to calm down. I'm going to come back in the 85th minute. Dales are tapping out early. We're down to a third and not a quartet. A trio. 5 minutes of added time. Leighton right outside 18. Oh, so half volley knocked down. Look, screaming handball. Nothing. Leyton Orient opportunity there. That was a good one. Best opportunity of the game is the ball shot out to Brown. Maybe not the guy that you want to take in, one of their midfielders over on the right-hand side. Half volley. Shot off the ground, and I don't think it was a handball or anything like that. It just deflected and then died off of a defender. Boom, through, deflected, hit his own player on the way through. Ugh, Sarah. Familiar faces. How are you? I hope all is well. Well, I don't want to get into that. I'm not doing call-outs yet for who we want in the championship. It doesn't matter. You look at that table and just look at the teams that are in there, and it's all dreamy. It is all magic. Maybe not Oxford United, but everybody else dreamy. I'm going to get in trouble for that one. Edgy, 18 yards into the box, holds it up, draws it back, right footer. No, he's going to pause. Who was that? Galbraith delivered in, and it's cleared away. Increasing pressure, 18 yards, put into the area, headed away. Oh, it's put backwards, but not able to land onto a Leyton Orient attacker. And so it's Clare who grabs it, resets up, draws it all the way back to Beckles. Beckles, the center back at the halfway line, as it's been pressure here for about 2-3 minutes from Leyton Orient. The switch over to the right-hand side, now complete with, is that Edmonds Green pushing forward? Out wide. Adji looking, doesn't see what he likes, draws it back. Galbraith puts it forward, knocked down 4 yards away from goal, right to the right-hand side. Adji taking on his man, looking for a crossover from the right-hand side. Dances through a man, open space, cut back pass. Yeah. And the ball lands on top of the net. Yeah, I'm the same way, Scott. That's why I actually, normally when I play these games, where I'm doing a watch-along, I go for the team that's not near us on the table because I don't want to hear the the rival broadcast. But with Wickham, happy to throw the support. They've probably made 50 quid off of me. Us as the Red Horde. Oh, Sarah, we won't hold that against you. No, I enjoyed Wickham. And the Huddersfield match too, maybe because it was nighttime, maybe it's because it was my first game, not knowing what it was like leaving the stadium as an away fan, a little bit more nervy, like what's going to happen? Is somebody going to jump out of the shadows at me? Wickham never had that problem. Smiles, and the referee, I think that was a foul, to be fair. Flop was certainly thrown in it, but Darren Drysdale, as he is, just gives the old get up. Like, Wickham will figure this out. Maybe at the half, maybe. I mean, the flopping and the diving, they just need to know that's not going to work. And here comes an opportunity for Wickham. Over on the left-hand side into the area, drawn forward, it's loose and cleared there by Bradley over to the right-hand side, and it'll be a Wickham throw-in from about 35 yards out. Been to Oxford, really nice town. Could be a lovely away day. Yeah, I'll give that. Nice town. Stop talking about the Wrexham lager. Until they find out a Canadian producer who's going to make it for us, it just peeves me every time I hear it because it's in Wales, it's in the UK, it's in the US, it's down in Australia, and I can't get anything here. And it's great with Clamato juice. 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm already talking about beer and clam. David was born under a wandering star. Stop. Beckles clears out one as we're getting closer to the halfway. Grimmer jumps in the air and gets undercut. Nothing from the referee. Bit of a flop. But I bet you that fall and the flop actually hurt. Just banging him up. Break him down. Ooh, opportunity, and a great tackle on the ball. Swiped it away from whoever that was. Would have had an opportunity from about 18, 17 yards out right in front of goal. But a late right foot stab to create the tackle. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We're at the half. 0-0. Acceptable. We'll take it. I'm just worried, like, have a health check where I want just everybody to chat, put something in the chat every 5 minutes just to make sure that people are alive. Deandra, I haven't heard from you for a while, and I'm just worried that you just might not make it through the entirety of this game, having a heart attack partway through. I'm hoping for a Fletcher header. Don't care. Just whoever find it, goal, score it. Let's make some documentary magic. Brendan, what do you think about that first half?
Promising. I think Leighton looks good. Um, yeah, I expect they're going to keep their energy. Yeah. Yeah, I worry only because not just being a Wrexham fan and losing at the end, but Wickham has had a tendency to score late in games this year, like really last.
Late.
Sorry, Wickham, yeah. So that concerns me. I'll feel a lot better if Wickham is up 1-0, and then it gives a cushion because they can lose one late to Wickham and still be fine with the draw. So,
well, I haven't seen Kim in the chat, but as she would always say, you can't score if you don't get a shot on target, and that goes to the stats for this one. Is it's 9 shots to 4, but as far as shots on target, 3-0. All Leyton Orient. The XG, I'm surprised it's as high as it was because remember last game we were sitting at like 0.73 or something and we were up 2-0. Leyton Orient up to 1.13. So I guess they're really liking the opportunities that were there. That blocked opportunity from Brown at the end, I thought maybe their best opportunity, but they had some good ones. Anyway, 2 big chances, 2 missed. The accurate passes, not a lot of passes, 140 to 133. Considering it's a sunny day and the weather's great, I'm surprised that the passes are as low as they are. The number that always matters to me more than anything else is the touches in the opposition box, 9 to 7. I'm surprised by that. To be fair, on the run of play, I wouldn't have thought that there was 7 shots in it for. But the stats look good. Everything looks good. To Brendan's thing, the fear is always there that Wickham allows or scores late. So it'll be fascinating. Just to jump around, might as well look at the League 2 table. Doncaster up on Bradford 1-1 or 1-0. So that leaves the door open for Walsall, who's going to be playing later on in the 3 o'clock window, with the potential of jumping over top or at least getting even, and they have the goal difference advantage there. So hopefully that one continues. Just going to look at for Leyton Orient. This game matters too, and we haven't really talked about that. And if there's Leyton Orient fans, they're probably like, "What about us?" This game matters too. They're tied on points with Reading. Reading's playing right now. They're in a 0-0 draw away to Bristol Rovers, and so a game that you'd expect the Ding to do better at. And so Leighton, they've got to come forward. I don't think they're in the same situation as Charlton. Charlton, remember, if the game is 0-0 or 1-1, if they're in a draw, that eliminates Charlton. So they will be on attack mode and looking for the 3 points. They're not in Wrexham to just eke out some away points, because they know that it's against us, and if they give away a point to us, they're toast. So they'll be running at us, which allows for counterattacking opportunities. It also increases the likelihood of heart failure because it's going to be back and forth like mad. Brendan, I'm going to go down and grab Diane as I just took that shot as she was leaving. I want to go and grab an upgraded coffee, updated refill of coffee. Are you good to take over for 5:10?
Absolutely. Go right ahead. I think everyone's doing the same thing in the chat. Chat goes silent as everyone runs to get refills and bio breaks. Let me see here. Did anything come into Discord? Just let me look. Oh, yeah. A lot of people saying hi. Let me see what else is going on. Any good stuff there? Oh, we're way too early to get any good. I'll see if anything is coming in on the Wrexham feed. Let's see. I'm curious because I'm sure Sean will talk about all the Wrexham stuff, and we have plenty of time to get into it. But the Charlton fans were giving a lot of Wrexham fans the business about doing a little parade march before the game down to the stadium, which I think is pretty cool. So I hope we get some shots of that today too, not just in the documentary, because I'm sure it'll be in that. Carrot soup, Scott. What? I've never heard of carrot soup before. And soda bread for a proper match. I don't know how that ties into watching football, but I'll allow it. Yeah, I mean, Jennifer, if that's the only way they get in, they have a lot more to play for than does Wickham. Wickham's in the playoffs either way, right? And it would be, they've got difficult games and we're already ahead. So, you know, I'm not saying that they have a defeatist attitude out there, but they could win both games and Wrexham still get the automatic, right? So, whereas Leighton really is going to keep pace with Reading if they want to make the playoffs. And winning today while at home is one of their better chances, right? Especially against what would be considered a struggling Wickham team here. So taking soup too far, Travis, right? Yeah, what about TST, Dave? I did give a brief look at the stuff you sent me, but I figured more teams and more information would be coming in over the next week or two. Let's see here. I'm going to bring back up the table. Yeah, so Birmingham with the win, if you guys didn't see on Thursday night, gets them up to 102 points. And they've only played 43 games. So that points total, all-time new points total, looks like Crown will be theirs, I would guess. And they seem to be playing for it, you know. They're not testing younger players. They have many of their starters in the games, so.
I think the only thing, just to jump in there, I think the only thing with Brum as far as their record chasing goes, they'll get the points one, is whether they can break Doncaster's record from 1946-47 of 33 wins in a season. They've got 3 to play. 2 out of 3 will get them equal, and winning out will get them that record. So
interesting.
It's almost interesting with the TST that it's, you know, it's big name clubs, but you never know what you're going to get. It's a mixed bag, even more than an exhibition match, because you can get some, you know, veteran players, you can get some young kids that are in there, you can get, you know, fans.
Yeah. As long as we have Chomp, then I expect a lot of goals to be scored by Wrexham.
What's that all about? Sean's back. Stop talking about him. Walking up the stairs, back up into the room and looking at everything, it's one of those things where like this is the perfect outcome as far as what we need today. Well, not the perfect outcome, but like this, let's take this and I'll be happy. But it also part of being a Wrexham fan is being nervous of, you know, the guillotine falling. I think it rubs off from all of the Wrexham fans being like, wait, don't get your hopes up. We've seen pain before. It opens the door for a mess with Stockport, right? You finish this one up, Wickham sit at 85 points. Stockport wins there at 84 points. That means that there's still opportunity for Stockport to beat Wickham if we don't at least get a point. No, we need more than a point. We need a win, because 87 points, 84, 87. Stockport can still get there. If we only get a point and we have to play next weekend and they're still alive, they would draw with us on points. And right now we're at 28 for a goal differential. If we lost, we'd be at 27. Stockport in a win would be at minimum guaranteed the same goal differential. And in a win, and we don't get points, Stockport's alive. So it's a very limited pathway, and it sounds scarier than it probably is, but I just want to eliminate options, and I don't want to go into the last day where the win and we're in, but if we draw or lose, there's no hope. Not a draw. If we draw or lose, there's no hope unless the other teams draw. And that's what we're looking at. A win by either Wickham or Stockport in that situation would jump them over top of us, either or. So we are. Brendan's going to do the Stockport game so I can click around and look at.
You keep saying that with Stockport jumping us. Stockport has 81.
Right. If they win today, they land on 84 points with a goal differential of a minimum of 28.
But we're at 86.
Right. If we draw or lose, we're at 86 or 87 points with them at 84. So if we're not able to close this out, then we get into the final game where if we win, we're in. But if we
draw would get us in against Stockport, though.
We leave the door open for Stockport, who play in Wickham. Wickham, if they win, they jump us, or we're into a goal differential battle.
Yeah, but a draw at Lincoln would hold Stockport off. We could lose and draw.
Hold Stockport off if they won today.
Yeah.
Stockport would be at 84. We would be at 87. They would have a pathway to promotion if we lost. Yes, a draw against. Yes, so I see what you're saying. A draw against Leyton Orient in the final game, against Lincoln in the final game would be enough. Yes, yeah. That would be true. But the reality is I just don't want the options. I don't want to have that even being out into the universe. I want as many pathways to success if it's not ended today. And there's John with the obvious. It's simple. Win out, we're good. Done. And I'm all for it. But that's why the Stockport game is important, is because there's about 4 added variables that we gain if they drop points. And a large component of this is just the insufferable nature of Stockport fans. I just don't want to hear the rumblings in perpetuity. Marcus is here. Sharky with the obvious too. Just take care of business today so we have a beer and enjoy the game next week. A beer? Yes. I can't even think about that right now. 5:30 in the morning and still running on fumes. And Brandon, while you're sitting there, did you have a look at the screen on this one and look at that? Remember the O Stadium? Look at that gorgeous stadium with its off-center roof.
Yeah, it bothered me right from the start.
I knew it did. So I just had to draw attention to it. Brandon likes his symmetry. He likes his order. And if you're not watching the game or you haven't looked at the O Stadium, I'm assuming that they built it with the center, the framing of their logo, and I don't even know what you call that sort of frame, but the unique overhang. And they didn't put it at the halfway line. They put it at like 35, 40 yards over on one side.
Why? Like,
I don't know why.
Please tell me there has to be a good reason. I mean, because you're driving OCD people crazy by doing that. Like literally, people are like fidgeting in their seats and they don't know why when they look up there. So
maybe the other one just fell off and they never replaced it. I don't know why it's up there, but it's perfectly 1/3 down the length of the stand instead of going to the halfway. And then the best part is the stand also ends early. So the stand only covers 75-80% of the width. Oh, no. Okay, maybe not. That part's symmetrical. I thought it wasn't just because of where the Leyton Orient logo was. Anyway, we're back on the ball. We're going to get underway. Wickham going from right to left on your computer monitor. The O's, Leyton Orient going from left to right. They were in their red and white lumberjack stripe. Looks like they got suspenders on. Puma did them dirty with the kit, and especially did the sponsor. Like, tell me who the sponsor is if you're watching the game. Quick, somebody tell me. You can't tell because you can't see squat. Tony, you're allowed. Bought the match downstairs and now ready. Everybody's waiting. Build it up. Yeah, but I can't cross the border. Shouldn't we be on Dalby watch? I haven't even been following Dalby. Once it was determined he wasn't going to be coming back, I turned it off, Scott. So you're going to have to clue me in on what's going on up in the Scottish Premiership. Going to be a kick to start things off. We're 45 minutes and 30 seconds going right now. Notts County up on Harrogate, setting themselves up for the battle with Bradford and Wembley. And Starkey says, once upon a time, there was a field that was actually further to the right. So the pitch moved, left the stadium there. Wickham maybe figuring it out, a little bit of heavy contact there, but they get away with it because it's Mr. Drysdale and he doesn't call anything. Leighton grabs control of it, and that's Williams thumping it down the pitch, and we're going to play ping pong across the midfield stripe. Beckles returns the ball, delivered by Wickham. He's got to be offside. No, doesn't matter. It's knocked back. Woo! Keeley danced around the defender and then kicked out. Beckles laying on the ground, uncomfortable. There are bodies hitting the floor. That's one we need to put in the background. Till the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, there you go.
John, I appreciate Leighton being red. It makes it easier for us to remember who I need to root for. Udo just not an intentional undercut. Boxed out Beckles. Beckles jumps up in the air, loses his ground, lands awkwardly, difficult. Potentially win it himself, and he's stumbling his way back. And we're back underway. Dropped to the keeper. It was one of those ones when he grabbed it off of the drop ball. I was like, what was the play beforehand? And was he allowed to grab it? Because I was like, don't give away a penalty by grabbing the ball. But he obviously knew what he was doing, and I just was being nervous Nelly here. And we were wondering, Scott, if they were wyverns or dragons. What the heck is the difference between a wyvern and a dragon anyways? Oh, back heel, and we got trouble right-footed. Big save by Keeley out of nowhere on the throw-in. And a simple play. Just a pass back, another pass, and then a return for the kick. Right footer, 20 yards out, didn't get enough of it, I don't think. Not what he wanted to, and he skips it along the ground, and Keeley's able to dive over to his left and stop it. There's your shot on goal. No more. No more, Wickham. There's a foul. They're going to take it freely, and Wickham's going to throw it. Go. Oh, no, they're not. Mr. Drysdale's going to say, that's too quick. Take that back and play it again. Oh, give me coffee. Give me something stiffer than coffee. Got to bring back defibrillator competition and discussion. 3D Robin. Welcome. I think that's a new name for me. The amount of feet. Did I say something related to feet? It's too early in the morning for me to have any recollection of anything that's coming out of my mouth right now. I may have to stop watching. Came out at half and things have been bad since. John's thinking of leaving. Yeah, I can't remember somebody else. I remember the only reason I recall is I remember on social media one of the clubs in League One, and it might be Leyton Orient, and somebody saying, they're wyverns. And I was like, what's the difference? Oh, throw into the area, and it kind of skipped and bounced and jumped over a bunch of defenders. Williams has to come back and rescue it. He thumped it out. It's going to be a corner for Wickham because there was a attacker right there. There you go. Dragons have four legs. Wyverns have hands attached to wings. Okay. I'm not up on my mythical creatures. Right-footed in-swinger, left-hand side, Wickham, 5 minutes into the second half, and the service is close to goal and headed up, cleared away, no blue jerseys in the area. And if they try to push it back, and Leyton Orient on a counterattack, Williams pushing off. He's on this opposite side, on the right-hand side this time, stabs it forward, brought for a run on, and here comes Galbraith. 18 yards, looking for the cross. Cross is there, no red jerseys, and it's headed up and clear, but put back into the area. It's right there if he can get to it. Cut back pass, grabbed, brave by Norris to go over there and get there. If that pass would have skipped up and over, there was nothing but opportunity in front of the net. As Harrogate says to Notts, slow down, slow down. I should have said legs, but where's the fun in that? Ooh, we were talking about Wyverns and Dragons. Ooh, that was an unnecessary challenge outside of the area, but Mr. Drysdale lets everything go. Man, that Donnelly, I don't think he realized how good of an opportunity he had. He whiffed on that, went over top of it. Had he have not whiffed on that, that's probably in the back of the net. 2 red jerseys over to the left in front of the goal on an open goal to be able to grab that versus 1 Wickham defender. Yeah, unfortunate there for Leyton Orient and for us. What's the difference between a wyvern and a drag? Fair.
So the other thing that stood out to me when you look at the Welsh Dragon is the forked tongue. And obviously the connotations with that, right, about the forked tongue, but I guess it's one of those things where when they have a tendency to draw dragons, they're thought of to have that type of tongue. So just to be accurate, they put that in there, not that there's any meaning about Welsh people and a forked tongue or anything. So
Smog and Erebor hitting the reference while you were chatting there, and the forked tongue of the dragon. Yeah, the characteristics abound. But we missed the Onyedema goes in and gets just to the outside of the area, right on the 18-yard box, and probably got fouled. The broadcasters from Wickham say that's 3 fouls he's missed in this half. It's how the official officiates, and the standard's been set. He there's some contact. He goes down. Oh, and he's given that one just as I say. And he gives a soft foul there on Beckles on the other side. But Onyedema takes the flop opportunity, and the official doesn't give it on the one side. Here, was that Udo taking the dive on the opposite side? And this is from a dangerous territory. Difficult to go up and down from here. It's going to be 18-yard box, just probably 1 yard out. Oh, that was weak. That was, considering what he's let go, that one was weak. But Udo goes down, and they're going to have a free kick here, lining up a right-footed and a left-footed option. Simmons on one side. Leahy on the other. The 10 yards is actually 7 yards is chalked out by the official. They're talking, the Wickham commentators are talking about whether you can take a shot here. It's going to be tough to get to curl that in up and down. It'd have to be something special. So it's just going to be a left-footed option unless there's a right-footed player over to the other side. Leahy's just going to put this into the box, throwing it into the mixer from close reality. Chipped up over top, far post. And Onyedema was over there, but couldn't get up in the air, and Leighton's going to collect it and throw out. Leighton could win this for sure, which is what we want. Yes. A win with like 1 million goals. They can score every 10 seconds, and that would make me blissfully happy. Leahy with it. Wickham's getting more spry here. Brendan, do you sense that there's a shift?
Yeah, it's the second half has been all Wickham. Yeah.
Yeah. Leyton Orient is flailing about. What was that long kick to nowhere? Yeah, I know it's a battle. And even the loose balls, that was a smash off the shins. It goes up and smashed off the shins and then hits the head of a Wickham player. He goes forward, loses control. It gets smashed again, and it bangs off of his shins and goes forward. And it's right now the bounces are looking like they're going Wickham's way as well. Norris with it, left foot pushed all the way forward. Wickham trying to advance it. Udo over on the left-hand side. Dances around, curls back. They're going to look for potentially a switch. If they draw, we still get auto promotion if we win. Yes, a draw or a loss combined with a Wrexham win and we go forward. The problem with the draw is if we do not win cross, Wickham is just, the pressure is on. If we don't win, we want them to drop as many points as possible to increase the options. To be fair with Wickham, it doesn't really matter. They'd be 2 points. It's still, they'd need a win. Going to be a left-footed in-swinging corner from the left-hand side, right-hand side. Leahy, we're staring at the Leyton Orient penalty box there with the family, chirping away at the player.
See that? They got like 5 pizzas there on the ground.
Yeah, it's glorious.
They're partying.
The referee pulling out some Beckles and Bradley to have. The color commentator saying, I don't like this when the referee pulls 2 players out because then he has a talking to them and then he'll call a foul automatically against the defending side. Anyway, we're back to the corner. Right-footed in-swinger, punched away, still loose. And wow, that was impressive by Keeley because he punched it, got it down, and then went running. Then as he was going to play it, he gets stepped on his toes. But it was blown down because of the O's player being down and injured and the Wickham player being down and injured. As there's just chaos in the box. There's players everywhere. 4 players went down on that corner. Beckles laying on the deck. Looks like he had himself a collision with Taylor. Oh, yeah, free arms all over the place. And then Norris gets stabbed by Udo on the run out right there. And I don't know what happened over on the right-hand side.
I like the aggressiveness of the keeper to come out, though. Like, he commits, you know?
The chat's gone quiet. Everybody's so nervous. Everybody woke up and they were like, I'm awake. We better log in. And now I think that to regret. If we were to show the emotion thing going, it'd be like this.
Yeah, well, we have over 120 people here already, and it's not even a Wrexham game. So
yeah, no, it's that kind of day. Ajay, man, Ajay spent as much time on his ass as he has on his feet. To be fair, I think they're stitching him up.
Is that real blood, or did he have red in his hair?
No, I think that's real blood.
That's a significant amount. Then.
Yeah, that is a fair amount of blood. I'll give it to him. Fine. John's going to go back and do just put the phone in your pocket, connect the headset, and go there. Gamer world. I'm nervous. Everybody's afraid to talk. It's okay. We'll get there. It is going to be a long day of chaos and madness. So Ajay leaving. Don't know if he's being subbed out or just going off because he was for his 30-second reprieve. Do you also feel it in your fingers? Feel it in your bones? I'll stop. Now we're down to 2 viewers after singing. Anyone else had... That was my first thing this morning. That's why we were late getting on. Squeaky bum time. All right, we're back underway. 59 minutes, 5 seconds in. There's going to be a lot of added time in this one at the end of it. It's all the way back. Anyone got an update with Reading W&G? Oopsies. I would have had one had I not deleted the wrong thing. Still 0-0 everywhere, which would leave them, Leyton Orient, Reading, the battle. And Bolton's got a game in hand. If they get up to 69 points, they're still toast, right? 69. So it's a 2-horse race for that last spot. The Bolton collapse, 4 losses in a row. Wrexham's all around us, and so the feeling grows. Oh, yes, it does. Man, that's now we're gonna have to put that together. AI tuner, put together a whole video. Oh, right through the back on a yellow card for that one is Wickham. That was there's letting them play old time football, and then there's just running into the back of a guy as Lowry, the substitute, comes running back on a break and just through the back. Free kick. So this one, it'd be a worldie if they were to take a shot from it, but it's going to be 30 yards, 27 yards away from goal. Perpendicular or parallel to the corner of the box. Got two men lining up as Clare was clattered into. So Leyton Orient lining up. Galbraith, if they want to go with the right footer. Is that Donnelly? Yeah, Donnelly is the left footer. Username I missed. A Hull fan. Hull would be a fun place to go to, but then it's all those northern towns. It's going to be the left footer. It's into the box, looking for a header. Bounces, skipped away, headed back into the box. Touch, and Wickham clears it. It's there for Leighton. They're going to head it back. 20 yards out, under control. Left there, Cooper. Or sorry, Grimmer? No, I'm getting all confused. Cooper. Not able to get there. Correct. I need to put that graphic up if it's not up. The one that says if a Wrexham or a Wickham draw or loss leaves promotion on the table tonight. We're hoping for a win only because if Wrexham doesn't take care of business, it increases the opportunities for a good result the following Saturday. Put into the area, but cleared away by Wickham. Leyton Orient with a run here. Taylor. Far cross, far post, headed back in. 18 yards, and Udo's there to head it away. Leyton Orient pushes it forward. On to goal. Oh, just missed a screamer that just a foot and a half. Was that Donnelly who hammered that one?
Yeah, hell of a shot.
Hell of a shot. Yep, just what is that, a foot and a half? Bang. 18 yards. Bullet. That was something. And I need Stockport to lose points if this is the score outline, because let's just be honest. Charlton is the best defending team in the second half of the year. They've had 2 of the last 4 have been clean sheets. They've been good on the road. It's not going to be a high-scoring affair. You're not going to blitz Charlton Athletic. So as much help as we can get, because my nightmare scenario is going into the last day with Stockport able to catch us, Wickham able to catch us, and they play each other. Because then if we don't win, we're done, pretty much. And I don't want that. I want more options, please. I want more options. But welcome to the circus. If you missed that, Charlton Athletic manager Jones saying we'll go off to the circus and see what we can get. Left footer all the way forward. Wickham with it up in the air. Wickham still pushing forward, bouncing around, and then it's over. So that was, that was Reading just scored, did they?
Yeah, Reading scored. So that as soon as Leighton sees that, they're going to have the pressure to go out and score. They're going to press harder.
Yeah, 0-0 is not going to get her done. Wickham hasn't announced that on their broadcast. So there it is, W&G with the update. Thank you so much. Marcus, we are staying up. We are staying up. No offense, and I love Mansfield, but I hope we don't see you next year. And I hope you have a successful season and you get to follow. But for us, I want to... Moving on. Dave saying that Reading scored. Leighton needs to score more. Go on, Reading. Put the pressure on Leighton. Although the nightmare is they could get caught out in gambling. Knock on wood. Why did I put that in the universe? Stupid, Sean. Punched forward. Leighton has it. That's Ajay into the area. Left footed. Far post. Scores! Right on cue. Williams from Ajay into the area. It is 1-0 Leyton Orient. Oh, you O's, you're gorgeous. Have I told you that? Especially because of the red. Love you. Love you. And Brandon, you like scripted that. Can you just keep with the Hollywood writing for the remainder of the because you called it, Reading scored, put the pressure on, and that was the best. That was a gorgeous little connection. Ajay catches it, just gets right into the 18-yard box and left foots it up, and Williams is there, and Grimmer's in no man's land. I don't know where Grimmer... he just puts his hands up. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Woo! No pitch invasions allowed. They're bad. You can get into trouble.
By the way, they're tearing up the field after the Charlton game anyway, right? They have to start the new field immediately.
Labor. It's free labor. Everybody get out there with a shovel and cut off a slice.
Yeah.
Leyton Orient still pushing. Chipped up over top, headed away, controlled by the O's, pushing forward, banged away by Wickham, and now we're in a midfield battle as we've got another player down. There's still going to be in this one like 6 minutes of added time.
Oh, I have to say it now so I don't forget. You have to post the women's game up there for us. There's no...
there's no graphic. Yeah.
There's no graphic. There's no link for me to
no
stream.
Link. Yeah. That's on me. Leyton Orient singing, we're on our way to the championship. We're on our way. How we get there, I don't care. This obviously is trying to set them up for a final day showdown with Reading.
That was, by the way, Angel came in. I said something about, did he bring any goals for Leighton? And then about 30 seconds later, bang.
Tell me we don't have an influence on games. Go on. Tell me we don't. Between the damn toque, between me, even when I'm on a bad mood and I end up saying things that I like, we did for the Bristol Rovers game, which is what I was like, I just have a bad feeling about this one. Smashed. Had a good feeling about the last one. Woohoo! You end up throwing out there, they're going to have to do something. And then sure enough, I just have been sleeping on the graphics because there was 3 of them here. And here comes Leyton Orient again, direct, trying to get there. Too direct, just ran into a player to Galbraith and turns it over. But Leyton Orient still spry, still on the attack until that goes all the way back to the keeper on a clear.
Yes, Coney is playing John Olsen.
Sorry, I missed that.
John Olsen asked in the chat if Kone is playing. He got here late.
Yeah, both. The gamesmanship afoot about them potentially not being in the lineup. Him and well, actually, the other player that they listed,
he went out hurt.
Didn't make it.
Yeah. He went out hurt.
Them as questionable. They both make the lineup, of course.
Yeah.
Galbraith with it, 30 or 25 yards out, 30 yards out, going the wrong way. Back to Keeley. Sean's pessimism for the win. Lifted up over. Leyton Orient with it. 20 yards out. Needs support. Gets pushed in the back. Prattley. I was like, he's got the armband on. That's the KG veteran Prattley coming in early for Leyton Orient. And I hadn't seen him, and he had the armband on. And I was like, who is this? But yeah, Leyton Orient, my new second favorite team, at least for the day. Score another one. Still hungry. I have to say, no, I won't say it. I won't even think it. Fine. I thought something, and then Coney gets an opportunity. I won't even allow it to happen in my head. I was like, I'm not going to put that in the universe. And then the opportunity comes. Just a shock sort of through ball, not well defended. Kone turns around quickly and lifts it about a foot to the left, missing on the short side.
Yeah, so a 2-0 would be, I mean, obviously more would be better, but I mean, a 2-0 would be really nice because then a draw sets us up. You know what I mean?
Especially because we lose on all of the metrics. And there's one metric that I was looking at where if it was a Stockport draw that made it, where we would be tied on goal differential.
But total goals we'd lose on, yeah.
Goals for, they're ahead, but if we tied on that, then you go through the third tiebreaker or the fourth tiebreaker, which is matches between the two teams, and then goals for and goals against between the two teams. We're tied on all three of those metrics. And then we're tied on the next metric, and the last one that ends up determining it would be goals scored away. The eighth one, and Stockport has the advantage there. So I was like, oh my God, if I really want to get down the rabbit hole as to what I've been doing for the last 2 evenings, that's it. That's it. Wickham with the ball, midfield stripe, long ball forward. Kicked out, and it'll be a throw in 71 minutes as the clock seems to slow down. It worked for me, Sharky. I don't know if you can see it on the screen when it comes back and you find it through. But yes, Scar has been playing well. And this is going to be an aerial battle. It is going to be looking at each team plays 3 in the back. Each team likes to throw it in the air, and this is going to be tennis with the halfway line serving as the net, and the two midfield groups looking to gain some control and superiority through that area. A few of our fans are taking bin bags to Brum tomorrow. Bin bags.
Trash bags?
Paper bags we wear if you're disappointed. Why are you bringing bin bags? What are you collecting? I don't get it. John says, forget the tiebreakers after we beat Charlton. I'm all for it. Nervous Nelly over here ends up looking at things and goes, it's great. We win, we're clear. But if we get points at 87, Wickham sits at 84, they can draw us. Stockport wins, they're at 84, they can draw us. And then I just hate that. That's the combo I don't want. That's the combo where you go into the last day and you're like, bugger. It's win or we're screwed. And I just don't like it. I don't like it. I guess not a win or a draw at that situation because Wickham would be at 84 points. Oh, their dustbin men are on strike. Well done, Stags. Man, has the clock slowed down? I just said it, and then I look up and it's been like a minute later. It's Wickham with it, 40 yards away, stop and spinning and searching forward. There is some energy now within the feet of Wickham as they continue to push forward. Onyedema looking for a cross. There's the cross, dangerous, and headed up and away and clear. Was that Edmonds Green who got that? It didn't look like Beckles, and I missed it. But long ball to clear for Leyton Orient, and it's back down. And here's Taylor now over on the left-hand side. Loses control. And then fouled. Pratley has looked slow since he's been on. Brum always looks like that. Oh, the early prediction. I would be shocked if there was anything but a 1-goal difference in the game that we have, and it's 2 strong defensive teams. So I think anybody who's doing a shout, as much as I would love to see a 2-0, 3-0, I think really it could be first goal wins. But welcome anyway, Luke, and you're happy to stay with us as we go through that one. I have no problem with. I have a lot of respect for Charlton Athletics management team, to be completely frank. That's all I'll say nice about them, is I do like their management team. One of the better groups in the EFL. arguably better than ours. No, I'll just say it, better than ours. And when I say management team, I'm looking at I'm looking at Michael Williams. Wickham with the ball. Right-hand side, looking for a cross, trying to get it through. Onyedema, he does. The cross is through. Far post. There's a left footer and scooped up over. And if that had been another foot lower, that's in the corner of the net. But it missed his reach. Smashed that one up over top. Yeah, 0-0, 1-0. I legitimately think it's going to be first goal wins. And the only thing that makes me think differently to that one is because Charlton's got to keep coming at us even in a tie, is I could see a 2-1 or with a late flurry with either Charlton putting it in late or us on the counterattack. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm here for all the nerves. Wickham with it. Cleared back. The battle through the midfield is on. Well done, blocking out the attacker for Leyton Orient, and they gain possession of the control of the ball, and they're moving forward. Chipped forward. Opportunity. Oh,
that was a really good opportunity.
9 yards away, and he had space. He needed to do better than that. How did he miss that? Like, nice chip through. He's onside. He's ahead of the player. He left foots it, and he scoots it by about 4 yards the wrong way, the far side of goal. You got to do better than that, Adji. Got to do better than that. Wow. So, Tyrant saying 3-0, not a crazy shout. Well, it could happen. It's one of those things, and you see it in hockey sometimes when you can pull the goalie, right? Last game of the year, it's 2-0. All of a sudden, you start throwing bodies forward, including the keeper. It's going to be bonkers. The Kairos is going to be jumping. Here's one thing that gives me comfort is we've been tested 2 years in a row. Our core, Parkinson as the manager, have been tested, and they found a way. That gives me a lot of confidence. We don't know what Charlton has as far as the players on the pitch, and you start to hear the whispers, and you start to go through the permutations, and you deal with the distractions. And so that's why, even though they're on a run, they're more informed than we are. But I like our grit, and so we'll see where it is. Johnny Mack tuning in, going to miss some matches. It's going to be 2:30 a.m. Wake up and it'll be over. Don't sleep. Somebody grab like a watch. Foul. Wickham down, or Wrexham player down. Humphreys standing in front of the ball. Prattley's taking his time. Gives me the opportunity to say Ultimate Promotions has been sponsoring us all season long. If you're looking for pins like that one, or a soft enamel or a hard enamel, or you want those medals for any activities, go to ultipromo.com, ultimatepromotions.biz. Give them a little bit of love, and free shipping, free artwork. Set them all up. Ultimate Promotions. Like button down below. If you're joining us, hit that one. Let the gods know that we're here. The algorithm gods. Only be Death Wish Coffee Co., the perfect for a 3-match extravaganza. I don't have enough Timmy Hose downstairs, as we've got Leighton subs coming in. Abdullah coming in for Ajay. Ajay's done his bit.
Coming up on the 80th minute here. This is big, like 10 minutes of regular time left.
8 minutes have added, though. Maybe 7. There's been lots of delays. Jake, I'm with you. And I'm glad as a reminder, we are going to be doing the Stockport game. Brendan's going to do that one. I'm going to load it up and just kind of watch it on the side as well. Maybe join here or there. So we'll give the link and we'll be there for that one. And then we'll be here for the Wrexham women. And then tomorrow, the Butte Energy Welsh Cup final for the women against Cardiff in Newport. Yeah, the Fozzie save that will live in infamy. I don't know. Mendy's goal on the left-hand side against Notts County, too. The pass from Mullen late. You could just see the build-up. Scored under it. I couldn't make one. I got to fix the Spotify thing up. Is we've got a Wickham player down on the deck, or not a Wickham player, a Leyton Orient player down on the deck and still waiting to get up. That's Beckles who's just been battered or flopping all day long. It's into the area, left footer blocked. Leyton Orient swirling around, still looking for more. The hunger is there. What's their goal differential with Reading? Up 3 goals in goal 4, up 9 in goal differential. So they're heading into the last one where Reading's still looking for the push. But yes, I would love a 2-0 final. Put into the area, Prattley, right-footed, scooped, and ooh, that was a dangerous, sneaky little shot on the near side. Had to be required Norris to go down early and quickly down to the left to stop that one. That could have very easily snuck in. Wickham struggles against the top teams, so not deserving of promotion. Could you not say? I just think that I don't know why the top teams matter. I mean, we didn't beat bottom teams. Some could say not deserving of promotion. The reality, you just got to eke out points. Chisel them, smash them, grab them, however you get them. But I'm with you, JJ Real. Hey, all, coming home from work and seeing this result makes my day even better. Swiss, it's nice to see you again. And welcome back. I can't say the same, Johnny, or Luke, sorry, about the Addicts getting it done. I don't. And Jones we trust. No. He can leave the circus. Frustrated as far as I'm concerned at the end of the day, but we will see. It'll be interesting. I love the games where it changes the outcome. The fact that even in a draw, Charlton's going to be trying to go for the win away if they're sitting there tied and even, right? And a late goal for a tie would be heartbreak for them because that would eliminate Charlton. A late goal and a tie for us is just about preservation for the next game. There's so many crazy scenarios and outputs.
Do you want to give Luke, the Charlton fan, your
my Wrexham story? Yeah. So I married a Donnie lass. My wife's from Doncaster. I couldn't be a Rovers fan, not Leeds, not Liverpool, searching for a team, no connection. Flop, doesn't go down. And so still continuing to search. And then the documentary just kind of came out, fell in love with the people and the show and the story. And that was really what got me. The promotion relegation thing didn't win me because I was already I was already aware of it, already knew about it, was already comfortable with it. And so, it came at the right time, fell in love with the town and the people. And then now I've been over to Wrexham, got to go to the Huddersfield and the Wickham match, the Bolton game in the Kairos this season. I've only got 4 of the 92 covered because I've been to Donny, obviously. So that's the whole story. Plus 7+ minutes till Wrexham are wide open for promotion. 7 + 7, I think. I think it's going to be 14 because there's been a lot of injury time here. A good old Darren Drysdale match means there's going to be lots of extra time as Keeley takes his time to scoop this one up. It is exciting. I'm getting edgy here. Maybe it's the caffeine talking. Maybe it's the fact I'm just waking up. Love the people in Wrexham. And what I didn't expect is I expected more negativity towards North Americans. And I don't know why, because you hear the stories of people that leave Wrexham that have gone that was like, it's nothing but amazing. But I expected more because you see it on the internet. But I guess that's the keyboard warriors, because when I was there, it was just nothing but smiles and nothing but good times and people introducing you and willing to show you around, put you up on their couch, Racecourse Ramble. Go and check them out. People grabbing you gifts like this one and my dandelion. Welsh Techie, Eat More Chips podcast. Like, just awesome people who are in disbelief of North Americans wanting to come over, and Aussies, and to everyone. I mean, it's not cheap. This into the area. Hold on 1 second. Is an opportunity here. It's just stopped on the death with the path over to the right-hand side. Leyton Orient with a late opportunity. I will say this, the goals, so remembering that Wrexham had a late goal against Huddersfield and a late goal against Wickham to win 2 of the away days that I went to. The limbs and the craziness there, I put in my top 4 third and fourth of favorite sports memories of all time. As I've got a child that's awake. Number one, BX's stanchion goal to put Vancouver Canucks into the Stanley Cup final in 2011. The stands went nuts, but it was more important than a regular season game, so I put that one first. And number two, John Slaney, 1989 gold medal game, Canada versus the Soviet Union, scoring the winner in the second period. Also a massive one. But those ones, as far as regular season goes, by far the greatest atmosphere that I could encounter. And you don't get that sense and feel until you're in the limbs and everything's banging around all over the place. Dangerous, though. British people like American people. Also true. Canadian, though, here. And we're not so fussed with lots of Americans. I have exceptions. Brendan's one of them. Hi, bud. Do you want to come over and sit?
Hi.
Hi.
I need to go wee.
Oh, you need to go wee. I can't help you with that. You're wearing your nappy, though. Come on. You can sit, wave hi and say, hi, Brandon.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi.
It's over. Oh, opportunity there. Right footer, and it's stopped by the keeper as I just look up and I get a scramble with Simmons about 20 yards out, taking a right footer and pushing it through. Hold. Can you say hold?
Oh.
Good.
Oh, he's right.
He saved it, didn't he?
Oh,
86 minutes.
Right.
Uh-huh. Melbourne confirmed July 12th, getting flight tickets soon.
Yeah.
So that did they announce for sure that they're going down to Oz and the dates and everything? Did I miss that announcement? I've been so busy I haven't looked. Leyton Orient, 3 minutes away plus added time. Kicked out of bounds, and it's going to be a Wickham throw 32 yards away from their own goal. We're all wearing a nappy today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was that.
No, bite your tongue, Luke. He's got... You like wearing your Wrexham kit to soccer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlton with it, flicked up in the air, just outside the box on the left-hand side, maintaining possession. I like the ball down here. This makes me feel a lot better. Ooh, a dangerous, sneaky little attempt to try to get it to the corner, but Norris, wise to it, jumps up, and here comes Wickham on the counter-attack. Left footer through the middle, across the halfway line. Heavy touch, but Leyton Orient not able to steal it, and they get it over. That was Udo. Drop it back. Wickham, halfway line, numbers moving forward. Red not really taking shape, so they're running all the way forward to the 18-yard box, and a bad touch with a clear. Thank goodness. You're sitting there looking at the defense over on the left-hand side. Who is that? Is that Donnelly? Lazy, flabbergasting.
Wow. Crested 200 for this non-Wrexham game.
It's nuts. It's going to be a day. We're here for Stockport. We'll send the link out before we wrap up. Brendan's going to do that one largely. I'll help out as we sniff around in the background and follow what's going on in the league. Reading, what's going on in Reading? Still 1-0?
I can't see.
You can't see? Yeah, well, it is. It's 1-0, but thanks. One more, please. And that's what I want. If we don't score one more, I'm okay with that as long as Stockport doesn't win. If Stockport wins, man, the pressure is on to take care of business today, because if we don't take care of business, we are in a lot of trouble. Wickham with it, left footer, scooped up over, and was that deflected for a corner? No, that was just a bad, piss poor delivery. Yeah, a lot of bad words that he said. Lowry, he said bad things. Yeah, just a left footer, and man, I don't know how you mishit that worse. When you see that come off of his foot on the replay, just a 45-degree angle off the left footer, shoot, out. It's gonna be buzzing. Discord is above. It's pinned in the comments. Hit that up, especially during the off season, so that we have things to talk about and things to say. Doncaster up 2-0 on the Chickens. Good for them. Those Donny Rovers. Come on, Wrexham. Come on, Wrexham. Man, I'm going to have to open a window. I got the fan running. I am sweating. 90th minute coming up. What's your prediction, Brendan? I say 7 minutes of added time. What do you got?
I don't know. He might go a little less. He might go 6 or 5.
Yeah, all right.
Just because it happened so early in the half, you know.
I'll tell you what, I went onto the Wrexham AFC Facebook page. It's a fan page. It's not the official page. The number of people asking for tickets. Crazy. Oh, Luke, I talked to everybody from Wrexham that went through the 15 years in the National League, and they get it 7 minutes at a time. Batter the bantams. Choke the chickens. Dave, you beautiful soul. You know I love you. $3 thrown into the kitty here. If you're here and you're just watching, hit the subscribe button. Join in the chat. Are you excited for today?
Yeah.
I'm excited for today too.
7 minutes.
7 minutes plus whatever it takes. We've got a Leyton Orient player down on the deck.
7 minutes. 7 minutes. Can go on.
They're showing scenes of the stands, and the Leighton fans are not going ballistic. They're not.
Well, they're just nervous energy right now, right?
Yeah, how can you not be up cheering, trying to pump your team up, you know?
Wickham fans in disbelief there, showing the sidelines. I don't know. I would feel muted, like I'd be trying to bring them home. I guess they're North American fans, but they may have been showing the section of the fans that stay seated more. Don't say the C word. I don't know how John Lane replied directly. I'm assuming a right click. So Brown substitute in for Ball. We've got time clicking off the clock, so they'll go past the 7 minute mark. Did Reading score again?
Yeah, they did. 2-0 Reading.
Swiss, you beautiful soul. 10 gift memberships thrown around. If you don't have yourself set up to accept those memberships, you can right click or click the gift box and toggle it over, and you'll pick it up, because I don't see that a lot of people pick them up, which means, oh, there they go. 92.5 minutes played. We're going to have another 5.5 plus probably, because of the delay there with the injury time, as Leyton Orient just hammers it back down the pitch. Thank you, Swiss guy. Yes, absolutely. Wickham back all the way forward. You're sitting on my stuff, man. Goes out of play. Leyton Orient gets the throw in, trying to maintain possession as Donnelly does. Gets it scooped back in, then back to him. He's got an opportunity, 18-yard cross, trying to hit his man. Far post doesn't. Still there, left footer. Oh, massive save by Norris with the right arm on an absolute bullet from the substitute, Azam Abdullahi. Oh, man, he had a chance. Bang. Oh.
Yeah, I won that.
To the left, to the right, that's in the back of the net, but he hits it right where Norris is, and Norris just has to shoot the hand up to stop it. Abdullahi would have been a hero. 40 million? No, 10. The average pickup, right? It's 1.6 in League One. It's 8.9 to 11 million in the championship. Into the corner flag. And then the given away by Abdullahi. So goal kick, 94th minute coming up. I think we just call the game. It's over, right? Yeah, don't want people getting injured. We're worried about their health.
Lee was asking if you were planning on heading back over to Wrexham.
Oh, I missed that. But I would like to get over September 9th. The reason why is the Canadian men's national team is playing in Cardiff for a friendly. And so I would like to get there that weekend. But at the same time, it's if I go over to England without my family, because my wife being English, and I say England because that's where I'll be based out of. I know England and Wales are different, and I get all of that. But if I go over without my wife and kids, I would get into trouble. So it's an expensive journey. Okay. You're a pain in my patootie. Opportunity put all the way into the box for Wickham. Scooped forward, flipped up in the air, and then blasted even higher by Leighton. Thank you for getting that one out of the area. Oh, you should have been able to get that ball. Can't do it, but it's rescued anyway. Leyton Orient, 35 yards away from goal, moving forward, still dancing. Well done, Donnelly, working it all the way down to the corner flag all by himself before he lets it roll out and celebrates. Well done by Donnelly. That was an entire half. I guess maybe the 3 yards it didn't roll, but that was an entire half where he had two men on him and he battled them off all the way down the sideline. And then when they stab it, he just lets it roll out. I've gone through the financials. I am 100% confident of this answer as far as funds to the team that are recognized as broadcasting and stop. As broadcasting rights and distributions from the league. And it's an average of 8.9 to 11 million, which is the difference between them is largely by how many games you've had covered. I'm 100% confident in that one. So I'd have to see something if you can show me a link that says that one's wrong, because I've gone through I've got the whole thing ready. I just haven't filmed it because it involves talking about the champion. Don't say the C word. Galbraith with it, a minute left. Burning time near the corner flag. Got another throw in. Still looking to do it as Donnelly again over to the corner flag, and he's working it out. Back out. Another corner flag. Kicks it out. More time off the clock. And yeah, west coast of Canada. Sorry, Luke. I'm just not following. John Wayne, I loathe this aspect of football.
Yeah.
What happens? I mean, just clearing the puck, chip in, stay high. I mean, it happens in every sport, doesn't it? Opportunity here. Now they've pulled everybody over, so they just go the other way, left footer. That would have been sneaky and funny because they had like 7-8 players all sitting over in the pocket. And then Leighton just said, okay, well, nobody's in front of the net. We'll go for a shot. But here they come. 12 seconds left. Wickham forward cleared, and it's going to get spun out, and it's going to be a Wickham throw from the halfway line. We're at 97 minutes, but we're going to have probably at least another minute, I'd say, because of the extended time. The Leyton Orient fans are onto the whistles, screaming for it as Wickham kicks it out, and that'll be a throw-in for us. For us, I say, adopting pronouns because Leighton's success is our success.
What is this?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no coffee in there.
I'm that guy that's out for the morning walk and watching the YouTube video. Welcome, Dave, nicely. That makes it 5 Daves. Hold. Thrown in. The throw to Wickham. It's got to be getting close now. Got to be getting close now. The whistle blows. Leyton Orient 1-0 over Wickham. And the importance for them, they're in it. The importance for us is it leaves an opportunity for promotion today. You know the players will know that. You know that everybody in Wrexham, you know that all of the Wrexham fans around the world know this. There's an opportunity today to head up to the championship. One more game before that one. The first star has aligned.
Yep.
The whistle has blown. It is a final. Still, let's not worry about. We don't want the booby prize here to be all negative, Nancy. But still important. The Stockport game that's following against Lincoln, and we're here for that. We'll jump over that one momentarily. We do not want Stockport to win because that makes it very difficult for us to get promotion on the final day. Stockport losing, dropping points makes it the outcome's very simple. Win today and we clinch, or next weekend Wickham draw, lose, or we win and we're through. So lots of magic that can still happen here. Thank you, Leyton Orient. We're going to jump over. While we're doing it, Brendan, any thoughts on this one while I grab the link?
No, I mean, it pretty much like we thought. The somewhat more desperate team, the team that needed it more, was Leyton Orient. They had more to play for, and they were at home. You know, they've been in pretty good form, so this wasn't at all surprising. 1-0 overall throughout the game. They were the better team, and congratulations to them, and thank you very much.
I've pinned. Well, I tried to pin. You guys are talking too fast. I can't pin anything. Slow down. It's a busy day. Where did I put that? I've pinned the link to go to jump to get to the Stockport game. We will be over there in a couple of minutes to get that one set up. Brendan's going to be running that one. I'll be in the background so I can kind of keep an eye out on other things. I don't know if you need a break, Brendan, for 5-10 minutes. We've got 30-28, or whether we just put the link up and let everybody jump over to it if you need that break. I'm going to run around and grab some stuff, make sure the kids set up, and then I'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll probably be on in about 5. So
okay, so they'll be on. Brendan will be there in 5 minutes, and I can obviously cover for the break. Whew, success. Thanks for being here for this one. Lots of people, lots of subscribers. Like button before you leave. Jump over to the other one. Hit the like button right away to let them know that we're here. And we'll do this again, Stockport and Lincoln. It can be a day. Feel good about yourself. It's starting to get to be that same feeling from the leading up to the FGR game last season. Let's go. Let's go. All right. See you later. We'll be over there. Bye-bye.